What is the 10th commandment? The 10th commandment is you shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife or his manservants or maidservants, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Do not covet. Covet means you long to have what he has. By illegally or legally means whatever it is. You can have ambition to grow, but you can't just covet after your neighbor's house, etc. It's different from one you want to have a bigger car or whatever. But this is different because it's specific towards your neighbor's house. So it is, how do we get that? That's what I want to talk about, okay? Interesting that God specifically said, don't covet your neighbor's house, which is property. Don't covet your neighbor's wife. Well, what culture is that? This is very explicit and it's almost like rude if you say that today. In a lot of cultures, that would be inappropriate. But God, He's the universal authority. You should not covet your neighbor's wife. Frankly, this is a lot of problems because of sensuality and all these thoughts, lustful thoughts happening in the world. That is becoming a problem. So you manservant, so be careful. Your manservant, maidservants, there's his company essentially. His ox and donkey, or his farmyard, anything belongs to your neighbor. So don't covet your neighbor's material and goods, etc., because that is not right before God. God doesn't want you to have that, and that is in Exodus 20. All right, verse 17. So let's look at the commentary. What does it say? All right, so the 2017 says, unlike the preceding commandments, the 10th is more internally focused on the human heart and mind. Covet may be a morally neutral word, but here the connotation is obviously illicit desire. Illicit desire, like Deuteronomy 5:21-24. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not set your desire on neighbor's house or land, his male or female servant, etc. Okay, so motivated by greed and selfishness that betrays a lack of trust in the Lord as provider. This is really good because once you covet your neighbor's house and goods and even your neighbor's wife, this is illicit, and this is motivated by greed and selfishness that betrays a lack of trust in the Lord as provider. Eventually, it points back to God, because you fail to trust that the Lord will provide you, you begin to look at your neighbor's house, wife, cows, and cars or whatever to lust over it. While this is clearly not an offense that any human court can prosecute, left unchecked,